Okay, so the contextual interpretation for creation story. Anybody? What was the contextual interpretation? Stewardship, humanity. Stewardship means doing something for others without expecting anything in return. So it promotes all things positive. Okay? It fights against and it teaches against anything negative. Okay? We're all created in the image of God. We are all equal. Man came in and created division, hostility, oppression. Okay? God intended it to be a collaboration, a unity, a togetherness, equality. Anything cruelty, okay, especially against the most vulnerable, women, children, minorities, senior citizens, people who have no voice. Okay, this is what it fights against. Okay, that's what the greedy, evil man, selfish man came in and did throughout history. That's just the way it is. Okay, but God intended it to be a collaborative, created in the image of God. Okay, regardless of socioeconomic status, ethnicity, skin pigmentation, geographical location. Okay, anything against humanity, the environment, air, land, water, is a sin against, right, the creation story. So next up, Adam and Eve. You must resist temptations in your everyday lives throughout your entire life. Okay? The devil, Lucifer, Satan, temptation will never cease. It'll never give up. We talked about the situation with Will Smith at his highest moment, something that he worked probably 20 hours a day for 50 years. The devil came knocking, tapped at his pride, and he did something that he's going to regret for the rest of his life. The devil comes to you at your greatest moments where your ego takes over and you become naive. And it comes to you at your weakest moment where you think, I have nothing to lose anyway, and you kind of give up in that moment. Okay, the devil will always come knocking. So you have to be ready, you have to be on guard, you have to be alert, you have to be aware. And Adam and Eve is an example of letting your guard down and allowing someone to manipulate you. Cain and Abel, contextual interpretation. Put your best foot forward in everything that you do. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I used to mention all the time for years. If you get a job at McDonald's serving coffee, be the best coffee server on the history of the planet. If you get a job as a janitor, and this is real talk, you get a job as a janitor, make people look at your floor and say, man, I can eat off that floor. If you become a burger flipper, be the best burger flipper ever. Put your best foot forward at everything that you do. Why? Because you're going to have a sense of pride.
And sir, can you pick up the phone, please?
Yep. Okay, Cain and Abel, put your best foot forward at everything that you do. You're going to have a sense of pride. Why? Because you're not going to feel resentment towards other people if they may have received better results. As opposed to being lazy, Cain, not putting your best foot forward, Cain, not putting your heart and soul into your work, Cain, and then someone getting glorified for their hard work because they did what you didn't do. They put their best foot forward and you didn't. And then you get jealous, resentful, anger, murder. So we backtrack. How do we not let that happen? Have a structured daily routine, right? That keeps you motivated. That structured daily routine, you probably get done more by noon than people get done in 3 days. Right? Put your best foot forward in everything that you do, so you're going to be happy with your results. And when you do that, winners focus on winning. Losers look around all the time, focus on winners. Focus on you becoming the best version of yourself. Okay? Compete with yourself, motivate yourself. Good? Noah, contextual interpretation. Follow instructions to a T. Be obedient, be faithful, be organized, be able to follow proper authority in your community, in school, your parents. We talked a lot in this class about the highly functioning adults, right? You're millionaires, you're successful people, no hobo. Follow rules in the home. Follow rules in the school, right? Noah was asked in the middle of the desert to construct mathematically an ark, and he did. Follow instructions to a T. Next up, Moses, servant leadership. He's the greatest servant leader in the history of the Bible. Why? Because he served others, which means he helped others in order to lead them. Because without his servant leadership, they wouldn't have succeeded. But he got them there to the promised land, even though they're backstabbing him, mocking him, teasing him, questioning him. Okay? So remember that next time you're questioning your parents, shame on you. Or you're disturbing a class, shame on you. Your teachers, your parents, your coaches, your administrators, these are the greatest servant leaders. They work their tails off to help you, and you're slapping them, mocking them, right? Shame on you. You're going to have to become a servant leader. You might already be one. Big brother, big sister. But you're going to have to be a parent someday, and that's another form of servant leadership. Next up, John the Baptist. The contextual interpretation is pave the way for your children, your little brothers and sisters. They should be better than you. When you have kids, they should be better than you. Meaning, so I was a Division II scholarship basketball player. Most of the players that I've trained over the years went Division I. I did my job. I used all of my experience, knowledge, love, passion, and I got them to a higher spot than I did. I did my job. And that's what you should do. Your little brothers and sisters, they should be better than you as far as accomplishments, education, salary, everything. If they're doing better than you, you did your job. And your parents want you to be better than them. I went to the University of Bridgeport in Connecticut. It was top 4 academic institutions in the East Coast. If I ever had the benefit, God willing, of having children, I want them to go to Harvard, Yale, Princeton. When I train my basketball players, they get straight A's in high school. They all qualified for the Ivy League. One of them went to Columbia. He makes $2.2 million a year. Okay? Your job is to make your little brothers and sisters and your kids better than you. Pave the way. John the Baptist was sent to pave the way for Jesus. He could have said, yeah, I'm the Messiah. They thought he was a Messiah. He could have lied and said, I'm the Messiah. Yeah, give me all the adoration. But he said, no, I'm here to pave the way for him. Okay? So you step aside your ego to help your little brother and sister, to help your kids. Next up, David and Goliath. You can't let your fears control you. You'll be robbed of wonderful opportunities to see how great you can become. How do you overcome fear? Faith in the Lord, courage, work ethic, David was ready to fight Goliath. He had protected his sheep as a shepherd. He had swung that sling thousands of times. He was in shape. He was agile. He was quick. Okay? His repetitions on a day-to-day basis prepared him for that fight. We talked about the analogy of the bison. When a blizzard hits, all the other animals run away from the blizzard. The bison runs straight into the heart of the blizzard, head first, full speed. And that's how you should attack your fears. Embrace it as a challenge to show how great you can be. Your Goliath can be a math test next week. Step up. Your Goliath could be to do your chores and respect your parents at home. Step up. Your Goliath could be start eating healthier. Step up. Face your fears head on. Why? Because normally your fears are just in your head. They're just an illusion. They're not really there. Malcolm Gladwell, a wonderful author, University of Toronto, wrote the book David and Goliath. I encourage all of you to eventually read it someday. Next up, King Solomon, we just talked about in Daniel and the Lion's Den. Don't compromise your value system for anyone. Don't lower your standards. You know what's right, you know what's wrong. Don't compromise. Don't settle. You won't be happy anyway. If you just settle for something, you won't be happy. When you push yourself, when you motivate yourself, when you try, when you set a high standard, you'll get the result that you want, and then you'll be happy and content. And we mentioned earlier, have some non-negotiables. I don't do this. I don't do that. I am too good for this. I am too good for that. Keep your standards high. Friendships. Do you hang around with hobos? Guess what? You'll be a hobo soon. You'll be a hobo soon. Set your standards high. Next up, Matthew. Matthew and Paul are very similar in the form of transformation for a vocation. Change to become the person you're destined to be. Matthew changed, right, to be a great disciple and apostle of God. He gave up wealth and fortune and instant gratification type fame to chase his following, okay? That's very similar to Paul as well. Former persecutor of Jesus, became a devout follower and leader of the Catholic Church. The lesson learned, contextual interpretation, is transformation for vocation. Next up, Judas. Don't be a Judas. Be a good friend. Be a good son. Be a good daughter. Be a good granddaughter. Somebody tells you a secret, you never repeat it ever. If you become a non-friend with them, your friendship goes apart, maybe breaks apart tragically, or you drift apart. Their secrets, what they told you 5, 6, 7, 1 year ago, stay hidden inside of you. Don't be a Judas. Don't be a betrayer. If you're in a relationship, be loyal. Be honorable. Okay? You're in a marriage. You're anything. Like, be loyal. Be honorable. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Yeah, hurry up. Good? Okay, next up, Joseph and his brothers. That's the last one? Yeah, Joseph's brothers, last one. Joseph and his brothers. Overcome bullyism. Bullyism, quote unquote, a challenge, an obstacle. It's no excuse why you shouldn't accomplish your goals and dreams. Oh, why didn't you get A's in high school? You got A's in grade 9 and grade 10. How come? What happened? Oh, I was bullied. That's not a good enough excuse. That was back in the 70s and 80s. 2026, bruh. Okay? It's not a good enough excuse for you not to be successful. face the bully head on. Remember the 5 steps in defeating the bully? Face the bully, stand up to the bully, face the bully eye to eye. Make it as, number 2, make it as fuel for the fire. Makes you focus more. You have someone to prove wrong, something to prove wrong. Then you're going to get great success. You're tighten up your daily routine. You're going to tighten up everything. You're going to study longer. You're going to eat better. You're going to be super focused and motivated because of that hateration. And then you're going to get success because you've done all those necessary things. And then you defeat the bully, forgive the bully, and move on. There's a benefit in having haters. Right? You're being hated on for a reason. You're probably good at something. Girls probably like you, or guys probably like you, or you get good grades, or you have great potential. That's why they hate on you. They're not hating on you because you're some hobo on the street. You got something they want, something they admire, something that they wish that they had that they don't. It's a defect in them. But make it make you better. Make that bully, allow that bully, obstacle, challenge to make you better. Okay, good?
Yes, sir.
So good? We're good there.
Coach, sharp question.